Guys, so as many of you know, right now I'm trying intermittent fasting. Well, not really trying it, I've tried it before, but I'm trying it, I guess, more disciplined. I'm doing this at least 6 days a week. I'm holding myself accountable for that, and I'm already noticing the fat starting to slip right off, like I said. The thing is working out fasted, it is not exactly easy. It's definitely hard at first, especially if it's your first time fasting, trying IF. It's really tough, especially those hunger pangs too. But what you got to realize, guys, you can make it through it. Now, if you're somebody that is really sensitive to like the jitters a little bit when you're working out, like if you're you're used to having a nice carb-loaded meal before you exercise, I don't recommend training fasted. However, for those of you guys that are looking to get that extra edge in your fast and burn a little bit of extra fat, this is how I do it, guys. So before my workout, obviously I've been fasting for about 15 hours. I take an amino acid supplement. Now, I only take 10 grams. This scoop says like 13 grams or something. I only take 10. So I take 10 before I work out and 10 after I work out. And I actually mix this right up with my pre-workout. So you don't really have to worry about, the timing of it. I usually try to get it in probably about 15 minutes before I pick up a weight and start warming up, right? So add that right now. So there's 10 grams of aminos here. I'm throwing in my pre-workout, which is actually white flood currently. I'm actually a big NO Explode fan, but there's a sale on bodybuilding.com for some green magnitude and some white flood, so I got both of them a while back, and I still got to finish this stuff up. So I'm going to go with 2 scoops of the white flood today. By the way, it should be noted too, guys, when you are in a fasted state, your body seems to be a lot more sensitive to pre-workouts and stimulants. So if you're normally like a 2-scoop person like myself, you might want to try 1 scoop at first and see how your body responds to it. Me personally, I can work right up to 2 scoops after a little bit. Should be also noted too, guys, that as you exercise, obviously your body becomes more anabolic post-workout. So I still try to spike that insulin. I use a lemonade that I bought at the grocery store that has primarily dextrose. And I also take my creatine post-workout still, guys. And I throw in my multivitamin during that window as well. And as the feeding window starts opening up, I have my biggest meal right away off the chute. So we'll explain more of this stuff in depth in more videos, so stay tuned. Let's get to the gym. So I'm about to leave for the gym, guys. Admiring this nice day, by the way. It is great. It's nice and sunny, warm. That's what it's about, guys. Like I said in an earlier video, in Minnesota up here, we got snowed in, like, end of April. I mean, got like 4 or 5 inches. So, out here shoveling when we should have been out suntanning or something. Anyway, as I was saying on the inside my house there, when you work out fasted, some people have responded to the fasted training and said that, it's increased their strength and they're a lot stronger in the gym and, yada yada. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, guys. Me personally, that claim is really, it's bogus and it's bunk, guys. For me, when I train, I'm not going to lie to you. When I train fasted, my strength does seem to decrease. But the thing is, guys, I'm not trying to bulk. I'm not trying to increase. I'm obviously trying to strength train and keep my current muscle mass and, if anything, gain some. However, I'm not really going all out like I was doing in my bulk. I'm trying to cut down. My body's going to respond by losing the body fat, and I might lose a little bit of the muscle mass with it, but that's what bulking was about, to gain that excess, right? So when we work out today, it's going to be tough, but it's not as hard as, at first. Like I said, that initial workout, that's the tough one, those first few workouts when you first try fasting. I remember going to the gym and I felt horrible, but I felt great right after, and now I've adapted to it a lot faster. It's my 4th day of fasted training and I feel fine. I'm ready to hit the weights, so let's do it. Yeah, this is where I do my business, guys. Yeah, I used to go to this place in town, who will remain unnamed, but they decided to remove all dumbbells over 75 pounds. And I asked an employee why, and the employee actually told me it's because too many big guys were coming in here and using them. And I guess I kind of maybe identify myself as one of those big guys. I can strive to hope to be one of those big guys. Needless to say, I yeah, I wasn't feeling that gym anymore. I'm starting to turn into another gym that I'm aware of, and I'm sure you guys are aware of. It starts with a P, and second word ends with a S, so you know what I'm talking about. What's up, viewers? Just got done with my workout, ran into Alex, and we haven't seen Alex for a long-ass time. If you guys have followed TeamMshaw, you know that he was a staple member, and he was around back when I was making videos before the channel was even open, so old friend of mine here, and he also does IF. Last summer when we cut and we all went to Cancun, he was doing IF, came there with a six-pack, fully loaded. What do you make of IF? How did it go last summer, man?
Well, at first it's a little tough. Basically, the key to making this work and making it easier is making sure that you have a schedule that works for you. Say if you work like an 8-hour shift at work, you know, and it's pretty easy to go that 16 hours once you consider some of the fasting hours is sleeping. So once you get a schedule that works better for you, then it's actually pretty easy to do. You know, at the first few days, it'll be a little tough with the hunger pains, but you get used to it and it actually feels good after a while. And once you start seeing the gains, it's like you don't want to. It's like it's easier because it motivates you.
Like I'm having breakfast right now, and this breakfast is actually Gatorade to spike my insulin, mixed with my creatine supplement. I know it's not much of a breakfast, but there's a lot of harping on, you got to have breakfast right when you wake up. Well, really we don't. We don't really need that. I choose to, kind of push a few hours in, and then I break. If you look at the word breakfast, it's breaking fast, break fast, right? So breakfast is breaking the fast. And some of you sleep, and then you wake up right away and eat. I may do that when I'm bulking, but when I'm cutting and I'm doing the IF, wake up, I wait a few hours, I go train, and then I break my fast. I'm still getting those calories in, guys. I'm just choosing to push that eating window forward. It's not really a diet, it's more of an eating schedule. So Alex, when you were doing IF, what can you tell our viewers about how it felt to train? I know I said earlier in this video personally that it's kind of tough to train. How did you respond to it?
You're going to notice you may not be able to lift quite as much. You're gonna get taxed out a little faster than you normally would. I mean, not like dramatically, but you'll feel it a little bit, but that's okay.
So what have you been doing, man, in your time, being we haven't seen you for a while on TeamMshaw videos?
I've been working out. I haven't broken away from the working out or the group at all. I just haven't really been in many of the videos lately.
Tell them about your band.
Oh yeah, I'm also in a band right now called Cokes. Well, it's a new one just starting up, so.
See you later, man. Alright guys, so you're basically looking right now at 3.5 days of intermittent fasting. As you can tell, my belly fat levels are probably a little bit higher than usual. Obviously I'm ending a bulk. However, after only 3.5 days, I'm already starting to see the fat kind of slip right off the midsection. In my opinion, it might be a little too fast though. However, I am keeping my caloric intake relatively consistent. I'm doing about 18 times my body weight on workout days and 14 times my body weight on rest days. So I will keep you guys informed, and I'll keep posting some updated results. I want you guys to see how easy it is to do this stuff, and all it takes, guys, is hard work and discipline. So stay tuned.